welcome. Here we go. It's Wednesday, and we are live in studio for you today. We have a great show. We got an unbelievable bite going on down in Mexico. We got so much to talk about today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open today up to conversations with you. You guys ask the comment. In the comments, you guys ask the questions. I will answer it. We're going to talk about what's going on down here in the Baja for the beginning of the show, but it's going to be all about you guys today and all the questions you're going to have. And also, just to let you all know, we have opened up a brand new Zoom call we're going to do on Monday, this coming Monday, the 2nd of February. We're going to get together with all of you and we're going to go over how the website works. Anybody that has any questions or they don't feel like they're getting the full enjoyment out of the website, they may be missing something, we're going to answer those comments. Those of you that are already members of the website, if you utilize it, come on the Zoom call on Friday. I sent the email out about an hour ago to everybody. You should have gotten it. If you have not gotten it yet, check your junk spam folder. You may have gotten it in there. I know a lot of people get tired of all the emails I send them. So check your spam folder, whatever it is. The Zoom call is going to go up on Monday, February 2nd. Oh, I know why. There we go. Thank you, Robert. There you go. Is that better now? Sorry, it sounded like I was in a cave. Monday, February 2nd. Try and be on the Zoom call, gang. Every single human being should have gotten the email address. I hope that you did. If you have not gotten it, check your spam folder. If you are your junk box, it may be in there because I know a lot of you, like I said before, you've gotten tired of the massive amounts of emails that come from us. And for that, I do apologize. So it may be in there. I don't know. And if you still don't have it, let me know. You can send me a text message at Your Saltwater or at 949-374-0786. And I'll do my best to make sure here. I'll put the phone number up on the screen. Text message me if you did not get the invitation to the Zoom call. We're going to get on there, everybody, all the members. We're going to get on there. We're going to talk about the phenomenal time you guys are having using and utilizing the website and utilizing Justin and utilizing Al and utilizing myself. Because at the end of the day, gang, we just want you to have the most fun you could possibly have fishing. And I think that a lot of people that are on there don't utilize all the things. I mean, Erica, I know you do. I know Lisa does. I know Robert does. I know a lot of you guys, Matt Ryan, utilize the fact that you can call me, you can call Justin, you can call Captain Al Clowers, and all the other things that are available on the Your Saltwater Guide app and website. Yes, there is an app involved. You can log on to the app. You can get all this stuff, and it's absolutely phenomenal to be able to go out there and catch fish. And also, because of the app and because of all of you guys using it and sharing what you're doing out on the water, it makes it way easier for us to put together the most comprehensive game plans every Thursday, because we know what's going on, because we have so many people reporting from so many places. So we're going to open this up totally to comments that I will answer everybody's questions today. I'll do my best. If I don't know the answer, I'll make something up that sounds really intelligent, but we'll do the best we can to answer everybody's comments. You can either text message me at 949-374-0786, or you can Nope, no, Justin's not hooping tonight. Nobody wanted to go. Or you can simply leave your comment on the side of the comments here, and we will answer your questions. Real quick though, we can't do this show without our phenomenal sponsors. And today I've been with these guys for a very, very long time, Okuma, and they make some phenomenal rods and some excellent reels. I want to show you guys one reel real quick here that is just knocking the socks off of what's going on out here on the water. Check this reel out.
Hey guys, this is John Bretz with Okuma Fishing Tackle. What we have here is a purpose-built jigging reel, the new Tesoro 2000. This is going to come in right and left hand, and it's going to be introduced for the 2026 tackle season. What's amazing about this reel is that the body, the side plates, it's all full machine cut aluminum, 6061 T6 aluminum. You'll notice the frames actually cuts out so you actually have more access to the spool. So a really nice high-end feature there. The other thing you'll notice is that it's got a massive gearbox. It houses a 5.5 to 1 gear ratio that gets you 39.4 inches of line pickup with every turn of the handle. But that massive gearbox features all stainless steel gears. So the main gear and the pinion gear are going to be heavy duty stainless steel oversized gears. The other thing that's nice about this reel is that because it's built specifically for jigging, is that it's got an extremely long handle with that offset T-bar. Now with this handle, you can adjust it to two different positions. You can either have a 98 millimeter or a 110 millimeter length that you can adjust on your own. So really nice feature depending on your application. Now this is a narrow reel, again built specifically for braided line for guys jigging. So it holds 490 yards of 50-pound braid. You do have line indicators on there so that you know where you're at if you got a big fish or how deep you are, you know precisely where your line's at. The amazing thing with this reel is the drag system. It features a dual force drag, which is a carbonite drag system, but this is different than what you've seen on the McCartys in the past. This drag has drag washers on both sides of the spool, so you get even pressure on the spool. The advantage there is it helps reduce turning force. So when you turn that handle under heavy drag, you're not going to feel that tension. In addition to that, one of the things that amazes me with this reel is that it features a triple anti-reverse. That's right, triple anti-reverse. So it features 9 high-performance stainless steel ball bearings, but then it has 2 quick set anti-reverse ball bearings that give you that instant stopping power. But in addition to that, the double stacked anti-reverse bearings, you have a mechanical backup system in place. So if for some reason something was ever to happen to the quick set anti-reverse bearing, you do have that backup in place. So just a ton of features and functionality in this reel. But again, with this reel being purpose built, what we did is we put a spool lock system in here. So on the palm side of the reel, you'll actually see it looks like a clicker button. That's not a clicker button. What that does is that when you're jigging over a reef, a rocky structure, if you get your jig hung up, and of course you're fishing braided line with a little bit of a leader, you want to be able to bust that jig out or bend the hook so that you can get that whole system out. So you spool lock that system by pushing that down and start cranking, and then you're able to actually get that jig out. Any other way, the line's going to totally slip and you're going to have a lot of difficulty breaking out of that structure. The other nice thing about this reel is it's very lightweight. It's going to come in a right and left hand retrieve model, and it's going to be 20.9 ounces. So very light weight construction, even with that machined aluminum build with the stainless steel gears. Now, if you want to find out more information on this new Tesoro jigging reel that's backed by a 3-year warranty, check it out at a retailer near you or on okumafishingusa.com.
That is an absolute unbelievable reel. I got to test it out at ICAST last year, and oh my gosh, that is just an absolute phenomenal reel. And so many of my members got to try it out on Don Hansen Day. We were out fishing on the Clemente Don Hansen Day, and John and Alan brought that reel out, and everybody loved it. They were whaling on the rockfish, catching so many rockfish and trading it off, and everybody was checking it out. So jump over there to the Okuma Fishing USA website, check out that reel and so much other stuff that's available. Check it all out. And then, gang, what do you guys think? Do we want Matt Ryan to go live tonight? We do, Matt. Even if it's impossible, you make the impossible happen, buddy. You make the absolute impossible happen by keeping the streets of Long Beach safe. That's an impossibility. So you're able to make things happen that are impossible. So let's see if you can't go live tonight. Woohoo! Yeah, put the pressure on him, Lisa. Let's get him live out there on the water tonight. So the big news I wanted to tell you guys about, and that's going on right now, the Intrepid. You may have heard it on Phil's show this morning. The Intrepid was stumbled into the school of bluefin, and they were able to put 10 fish on the boat over 100 pounds this morning or last night. During the day, though, it was a daytime bite. They were biting the fly line sardines. They were biting the kite. They were biting everything. So I know what you're talking about, Matt. It's okay. So what they're doing is they're catching big bluefin again. You know, we ended the season with some small bluefin. A lot of boats were catching them, but hey, just over 200 miles down the coast, boat had a score for 10 fish over 100 pounds. I'm not exactly positive how many they caught, but 10 fish over 100 pounds, bluefin tuna. Here we go. We're off to the races. And now a bunch of boats are going to go down into that zone. They're in the Independence is in that zone today. And there's so many boats that are going to love getting in on that big bluefin. For some reason, the people are just absolutely queer for the big bluefin. So here we go again, gang. It's off to the races again. Another absolute banner season starting off here. We had the big bonito. We have lots of sand bass in our area, and now the bluefin tuna are here. So, gang, I want to let you know if anybody has any questions, anything they want to know about, go ahead and feel free to leave a comment on the show, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you leave your comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Or you can simply text message me if you don't think I'm getting your seeing the comments. Go ahead and text message me and ask me any questions you want about what's going on, what is happening. Tell me what you think, and let me know. I will do my very best to answer your questions as we go along here. But welcome to the show, every single person that's out there. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, Elliot and I went over the numbers, gang. I just want to, this is going to, for me, it's kind of staggering. Most of you, I understand it's not a big deal. You guys get numbers like this all the time. But for me, this was a staggering, absolute, phenomenal number. So, oh my gosh. The podcast performance, your podcast has a strong multi-channel presence, bringing video and audio listeners together. Total podcast consumption, 230,000 combined views and downloads. That's absolutely incredible. YouTube, we had over 300,000 views with nearly 14,000 hours of consumption. Megaphone had 29,000 hours. Oh, it's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. The momentum into next year is going to be great. Our Facebook dove nearly double the profile visits, 692,000 last year, 2025, compared to 348,000 the year before. So we are on our way. We're well on our way to making this an incredible channel, and it's because of all of you. I can't do this stuff if you guys don't watch. None of this is possible because of our great sponsors that understand how social media works. They want to be involved in this thing. It's just an absolute machine. Oh my gosh, I'm just reading all this stuff that Elliot sent me yesterday. It's 230. No, wait a minute. YouTube in 2025 had 95,701 subscribers, 14.2 million views, 156,000 hours watched. We had 9,300 new subscribers in 2025. I'm telling you guys, it's absolutely incredible. It's these numbers are incredible. TikTok, we have 140,000 followers. In Threads, we have 17,200 followers. In Facebook, we have 552,000 followers. 49,000 new followers last year alone. Could you imagine? That's kind of, somebody would like to get 49,000 followers, period. We had 49,000 new followers last year, 55.8 million views, 348,000 profile visits. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, gang. So does anybody have any questions about what's going on out here on the water? Cool. Sea Wolf, great. Gang, that bluefin's coming up the line. I mean, there could be bluefin at the Cortez or the Tanner already. There's just, like I say, every year, there's really no reason to go out when you can't catch rockfish. You can't really catch anything that lives out there on those outer banks. Those fish could be hanging out there. No one's really going out there to look because, first of all, the days are super short right now. They're not long like in the summertime. And then who wants to go out there and get out there and look around all by themselves? And you can't fish for anything else, which is absolutely ridiculous. So half those views were you, Matt. Yeah. So I would say if you wanted to go and explore and we got some beautiful weather, I would go out to the Cortez or the Tanner and go see if I can't catch a bluefin. Now with all that stuff is absolute. Tungsten jigs will probably be the talk of the town this year. We've been using tungsten in our fly fishing forever. It's way better than lead. It sinks so fast in the water. When we fly fish, we're using those tungsten beads and getting that fly down there in that water when the water's flowing so quick. So it's only a natural occurrence that it would switch over. But you got to understand too, a tungsten bead, that's tiny. A tungsten lure, that's an expensive lure. It's going to separate the men from the boys. I'll tell you that right now. You're not going to see a lot of people using them because of the fact that they cost so damn much. But it's definitely going to change fishing. I mean, those guys used them last year and they were very successful because when a boat stops at nighttime on a school of bluefin, it's usually the first or second guy that gets down there to where that fish is that's going to get a bite. So that being said, it would behoove you if you're going to go on these 2 and 3 day trips to have a handful of those tungsten jigs to get down there, to get down to those fish. You're not going to the bottom in 3,000 feet of water, but you are getting down there to where that fish is right away. Yeah, exactly, EJ. If you lose it, oh my gosh, you're not just bummed, you are super bummed. It may, a couple of those jigs cost you almost as much as the trip you went on. My goodness. But it does make all the difference in the world if you get down to those fish quicker. It'll change what you catch. Went to Al's Sports Barber in Dana Point yesterday. Nice guy. Yes, he is an absolute phenomenal human being. Al, the sports barber in Dana Point, the guy who's been a guest on our show. He loves to talk. You go in there and get your hair cut, you're going to end up spending a little extra time in there. He loves to talk and he loves to fish. He's a phenomenal calico bass fisherman, and he loves to tell you about where they're biting at, how they're biting, what they're eating, all that stuff. So if you have a chance to get in there and see Al, the sports barber, I definitely suggest getting in there and checking him out. Gang, today I want to answer anybody's comments or anybody's questions that they have. If you're wondering, hey, can I try Dave's website? Can I get on there? I will give you guys free. You give me your email address, send it to my phone number at 949-374-0786. Send me your email address. I'll give you a free look at the website. I don't want your credit card or anything. I just want you to see how bitchin' it is. And then you make your own decision. But we don't do any flim-flam stuff. We don't do anything crazy. We just show you exactly what to do. And if you're willing to do exactly what we tell you, you're willing to catch lots of fish. I promise you, we're going to change what you catch. Yeah, you don't need to go there, Matt. You don't need to go there. Yep. Captain Al, the sports barber's pretty cool dude. So, I don't know, gang. Let me show you this other video we made, me and John Bretza, of this Okuma Cortez Star Drag reel. These things are awesome. Matt, this is what you're getting, buddy. This is the reel you're getting. Check this out. Pay attention. This is a spectacular reel.
Hey guys, this is John Bretza, Director of Product Development for Okuma Fishing Tackle, here to introduce to you the new generation Cortez Star Drag Reels. First off, we have a corrosion-resistant frame and side plate, makes it very durable for the saltwater environment. Then all the aluminum parts on this reel, the handle, the star, the lever, the spool, are all black anodized. So these aren't graphite, they are actually black anodized, so they're extremely reliable out there in the saltwater. The other thing you'll notice is we got a very large drop-down gearbox that houses helical cut stainless steel gears. We have a 5-bearing drive system, so you got 4 stainless steel ball bearings, plus a roller bearing that gives you that instant stop on the handle when you want to go set that hook. In addition, it has a dual anti-reverse. So in addition to that one-way clutch bearing, you also have a backup anti-reverse so you don't lose that fish of a lifetime. As you rotate the reel to the palm side, what's unique when you're out here casting jigs, if you're throwing in windy conditions, throwing light live baits, you have an external adjustable magnetic cast control system that you just simply crank that in or out. And what that does, it's housed in its own environment so the magnets can't corrode in the saltwater environment, but it gives you a lot of versatility. If it's windy conditions, if it's flat, you can really adjust based on the bait that you're throwing. The new generation Cortez will come in 4 different sizes. It'll come in a small 5 size, a 10, a 12, and a large 55 size for guys trolling and fishing for a lure. Check out the new Cortez at a local retailer or on okumafishing.com.
And what do you think, Matt? That's what you're going to get. You're getting one of them reels. I absolutely love those reels. Besides the fact that they're super durable and they stand up and fish really good and fish really hard, and they're a great reel for fly line and anchovies on my bass rods. I have a couple of those. But the price point, you can't give, the price point is incredible, gang. And you don't need to spend a ton of money on fishing gear to get good fishing gear. And that reel shows you that you don't have to spend a phenomenal amount of money. I know that upgrades and there's all kinds of stuff that you want to get out there, but if you have not tried the Cortez series reels, I love the 5 and I like the 10 for jig fishing is one of my very favorite reels. That it's narrow, it's high, it holds plenty of line. It's just absolutely great. And then the 12, absolutely phenomenal for catching tuna. These reels stand up to the hassle. And yeah, super smooth, Matt Ryan. Very, very smooth reel. Will do exactly what you want it to do. And you can fly line all day. The sardines, you could fly line the heck out of them. But if you got some anchovies, you're definitely going to want to have the Cortez series reels because the free spool, because of the fact that it's a star drag, the free spool is much better than any reel that's a lever drag. That is absolutely why you want to have. What in the hell are you talking about? All the reels are coming from foreign countries, you ding dong. All the reels come from foreign countries. I don't know what you're talking about, but goodbye. 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 Yeah, Dave Hill, I like a star drag. Just like the Tesoro 5, that's a star drag reel. The Tesoro reel is a star drag reel. And the Cortez 5, that's a star drag reel. I like the star drag because the fact that I'm old school, and so are you. So when you're you're in the middle of the fight, you can adjust the drag right on the side of the reel. You can turn that star up or down. Not that you'd want to, but some of us like to control the drag as we're fishing along. So you can control the drag by the star. But the free spool, now, I know John said that it has a magnetic control on the side plate for castability. I personally like it to flow as free as it can. So the first thing I do is turn that thing off, turn it all the way off because I know how to cast. And if you guys watch my video on the beach, I'm down there on the beach fishing my Komodo reel, which is a star drag again, but I'm fishing not a spinning rod. I'm fishing a conventional rod in the surf, and I'm making, oh my gosh, 1,000 casts a night. Every night. I know Kate Cubby's on here. Charlie got to go down and fish on the beach with me. It's absolutely incredible when we're standing there on the beach fishing our conventional reels where everyone else is fishing spinners, but castability. I can cast that farther than most people can. So the first thing I do is take off the magnets, and then I fish that way. But if you have a problem learning how to fish without anything to slow the spool down, you can turn the magnet up a little bit till you get better at casting and better at casting and better at casting. And then you're set. You're set. You got to learn how to cast. You got to learn how to cast if you want to be successful in this game. Nope, I can't. I can't see a Saltiga. Isn't that made by Daiwa? I think so. So, gang, anybody got any comments or questions you want to talk about? Star Drag, greatest reels. And, that goes back to my days of fishing with pens. Pen back in the day, that was all we had. Like we talk about on Michael Folk's History of Sport Fishing. When the drag system was invented, oh my gosh, that was one of the most unique things to happen in fishing when we didn't have to use that leather strap or those knuckle busters anymore. Yeah. Great. Sand dabs are wonderful. Oh, thank you, Cubby. Accurate, made in the USA. Absolutely. Yeah, look at that hat. The River Cat's tackle, John. Thank you very much. Yeah, the Jig Master reel was a phenomenal reel. Oh, to think where we've come and how it feels today. I just wonder if you went and you looked at where all the parts are manufactured for those reels. I wonder if they were all manufactured in the USA. That'd be something to check out, gang, if you want to check it out. I'd have a hard time finding that to be the case, but maybe it is. Maybe they are. I don't know. I don't have any knowledge to know either way. All I know is those reels work phenomenal for me. Okay, you're fishing 2 days next week out of Dana Point. Oh my God, Gray Light, that halibut is there's not a big swell. Renee was saying there's a swell building, but it'll probably be gone by next week. You know where I would spend the whole 2 days? I'd spend it down there on that pipe where I gave you those numbers. Down on that pipe, that's where I would spend. Sticky fingers, I'm not sure. Hold on one second. Down on that pipe is where I would spend the whole 2 days trying to catch the biggest halibut I can possibly catch, because there's so much halibut down there right now. I would meet her around and find out where the bait is in that area. You got those 3 pipes that I gave you those numbers to, Erica. I would look around in there and I would try to find the best bait area. And if you got 2 days, then you can dissect it and you can start to figure out where and how that pipe is fishing. Then you're in store for a absolute phenomenal. And there are lots of sea bass down there. There's no fence, so they can swim in and out of there. How deep is that spot? That spot is 16 feet at its deepest, but the pipe runs all the way out to 35 feet. But that inside pipe is where we like to fish Seawolf, because it's absolutely phenomenal in there. As far as the halibut go, they like to come in there and eat all that bait that hangs out on that thing. And it's also, there's so much sand area down in there that there's so much halibut there that's kind of untouched. So that being like the only structure for quite a ways, that those halibut like to come in there and feed during the day and then split and go back down to the sand and relax and take a nap. Then they'll come back up there, and that's their favorite thing. The very first conventional reels I ever had were Ocean City. My dad had them. They were the rent rods at the San Clemente Pier. And so we had access to lots of those, and that's what we fished with. I would think that Dorado, you're going to start to see it at the end of July, August, September here in Southern California. But then again, we got to watch the temperature, because there's a lot of Dorado down here in Cabo San Lucas right now, but there's not the phenomenal numbers that there were during that epic mahi bite 3 years ago in Dana Point, when we were catching 600-700 a day on the half day and the 3/4 day boats. Yeah, Seawolf, if you went down there I'll tell you what, if you went down there diving, you wouldn't go back up to where you're diving at. Oh my gosh, it's so phenomenal. As a diver, as a former diver, oh my gosh, that is just the absolute phenomenal spot to dive. So the first conventional reels we had were these Ocean Cities. They had an aluminum spool, and they corroded quickly. because the aluminum spool wasn't painted or wasn't, what do you call it, powder coated or anything like nowadays. They were just open for the elements and they would corrode very quickly. But yeah, that's what we had because that's what my dad gave us, and that's what we had to learn how to fish with. And I would sit in the backyard and have a giant backlash all the time and just pick that backlash out, pick it out, pick it out. But yeah, anodized. Thank you, EJ. Yep, I'm kind of forget what I'm talking about sometimes. So thank you everybody for letting me know. Yeah, the sharks. My buddy Brett was down there on the ocean. The shark hunter. I don't even know his name. Oceanic. They were down there making videos 3 or 4 or 5, 6 years ago, and there's a phenomenal amount of small white sharks. Like nobody even knows how many there are, but that's where they hang out. But I don't think they want to eat people. They want to eat stingrays. So I don't think your children will have much of a problem, because if they were wanting to eat people, they would just go into the shore, and there's so many people there surfing and swimming. They would have a field day. But I don't think they really want words. Yeah, they are. But I don't think they really want to eat you, Erica. I don't think that they want to eat your children either. But it's kind of like everywhere, man. If your kids are into it, they're going to have the time of their lives down there. If they're scared at all, they're not. My boys, I put them in the water there all day, every day. I would jump in the water there. I'm not worried about these juvenile white sharks. When it's time, baby. And all I know is, Erica, you have lots of cameras on your boat. You make great YouTube videos. So if your kids get eaten, it would be such the great content. Oh my God. Could you imagine? No, I'm just teasing. Yeah. But there's a phenomenal amount of white sharks down there. At the right time of the year, you have them swimming around under your boat and stuff, but they don't want us. They're not really hip on eating people, and I'm not really hip on making content of them eating your children. I was just kidding. Yep. I'll give them your phone number, Renee, when we get off of here. And yeah, gang, if you haven't checked out Erica, Gray Light is her YouTube channel. You got to go check that out. You put together some phenomenal, just the way that it all flows together, Erica. Kelly and I just absolutely love your videos. And I want you to make more and more and more. You've been doing it for a while. I can't believe it hasn't caught on. I guess consistency. You got to set it up so that you put this video out at the same time, once a week or twice a week or whatever. Yeah, Brian, we had a phenomenal amount of little white sharks in that area when I was, the year before I moved down here, 2017. Yeah, 2018. There was so many white sharks in that Capo Beach area. Kelly and I, oh my God, we got some phenomenal footage. We threw our drone up in the air there. The guys were bouncing off the side of our boat, and the white sharks were swimming underneath of us. Paddle boarders were bouncing off the side of the boat. It was just an absolute incredible day after day after day. My sister was even running Shark Watch, where they would go out and go look for the white sharks. It was pretty incredible that Dana or Sportfishing could run that. Instead of whale watching, they were shark watching. It was unreal. I don't know what happened, why there are not so many there anymore, or if we're just not publicizing it, or what's going on. I know it shut down a lot of businesses at the San Clemente Pier because everybody was afraid they were going to get eaten by a white shark.
But the big news is that bluefin's biting. It's biting, and it's going to come right back up here. I think as soon as we get a few boats out rockfish fishing on April 1st, when everybody goes, I think they're going to stumble right into them again like they have the last 10 years. They just go out there, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, there's a breezer, there's a breaking fish there, and the sport boats are getting, while they're rock fishing, they're all of a sudden they're getting bluefin. They get caught with their pants down. A bunch of guys don't know what's going on out there. Bring all the gear. Yeah, like, well, it's still kind of intimidating, Brett, to get in the water with those things, regardless of if they're big teddy bears or not. Yeah. Yeah, they're vegetarian, all right, Mark. It's still kind of crazy. I mean, you get to see them on a daily basis, Brett, but some of us, it's kind of overwhelming when you see that big animal swimming around underneath your boat. And all the years of being fed this crap. Hey, Lance, nice to see you on here today, buddy. Look at, I'm wearing your hat. I'm representing the River Cats tackle right here, right now. John hopefully will come on the show next week. I think he's got something to talk about. And I am, oh, wait a minute. What have we got here? What do we got here? I don't know. It's crazy. Nope, just a spam message. I thought one of you guys were sending me a message asking me a question. I'm sorry about that. This is live, gang. 5 days a week, live podcast. It's pretty incredible. The numbers are showing me that I'm doing the right thing and that people are actually watching and enjoying the show. So I'm going to keep doing it. I'll tell you. Every once in a while, you don't understand the algorithm of social media will absolutely put you into a depression. Even me, who never gets depressed and is pretty happy all the time, when you wake up in the morning, you thought you put out the most epic video you've ever seen, and you find out it's got 10 views. And then you put out a stupid video about a guy eating a booger, and it gets 70 million views. And it's just, there is no rhyme or reason to this thing. I don't know why. Sometimes it likes me, sometimes it doesn't. But I'll tell you what, anybody that's trying this, consistency is the key. You just got to consistently be putting out. You got to thank you, Mark. Thank you very much. You got to consistently be putting out quality, and just quality and quality and quality. And one of your videos will get picked up. It'll get 70 million views. Then the next 10 will get 12 views. It don't make any sense at all. And another thing, gang, don't ever buy any followers. Don't buy into this thing. Oh, I can get you 1,000 followers for $70 or something. Don't do it. Don't do it. They're not real. They're bots. It's not going to help your channel. It's not going to help your algorithm. You got to do it the same way that I did it. You just have to build and build and build and build and put out consistent. Consistency is what it's all about. We put out a video at 8 o'clock every single morning. At 7 o'clock every single morning, we put out a picture. At 12 o'clock, 5 days a week, I do this podcast, and I bring in some great, great people. I'm bringing in Bob Hoos from Costa Sunglasses on Friday. He will be my guest. We're going to talk about the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival, and we're going to talk about his sunglasses and all the different brands, all the different models that Costa has. I mean, Kelly girl, she loves her Costa wire frames, blue lens. They look super, super hot on her, and she loves wearing them. They just cut that glare down instantly. So we're going to bring Bob Hoos in, and then he's going to be at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, so you guys can check out all the different Costa sunglasses. He'll be there with the Costa booth. Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show is at the Orange County Fairgrounds the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th of March. We are going to be there. The family, the Your Saltwater Guide family will be there. We're going to be hanging out in my booth. We're going to be in the same spot that we were last year, the back corner of the tent. What I like about the back corner of the tent, it gives us extra room because we have a 20-foot booth, but then we have that back corner, so it extends out a few 15 feet or something. And then we have the whole big stage and all that area. So we'll have that back corner. If you guys saw us there last year, we're going to be in the exact same spot. So you want to come and you want to check us out. My baby loves her Costas. Kelly girl, we were just talking about you. She loves her Costas. And then Saturday, Matt, you've got to take the day off. Saturday on the 7th, we are having fan appreciation night. Right after the show ends, you simply walk out of the tent through the gate. Al's motorhome will be parked right, same spot it was last year, everybody. Same exact spot. His motorhome will be out there. We'll have the barbecues. We'll have the family, Matt. One thing I want to tell you is bring your own chair. Just throw your beach chairs or throw your camping chairs in your car. And then when it's time, when the show's over, drive to that back corner of the parking lot and have your chair. All you need is a chair. We got plenty of tables. Everybody bring some tables. We got, I'll tell you what, Kelly and I supply you guys with all the hamburgers, all the hot dogs, and all the sodas and waters you can drink. I'm not a big advocate of alcohol because you're all going to get in your cars and drive away, and I don't want to listen to a drunk tell me how bitching they are for 2 hours while I'm trying to talk to everybody else there. So if you're going to come and drink at the show, you probably don't want to come to Fan Appreciation Day in the back corner because it's going to be all about appreciating you guys. Yeah, have a beer or two. I don't care. I'm not supplying them, but don't make it a drunk fest, please. Yeah, we should be having lobsters, but who wants to give away lobsters? And if you guys do, though, we'll have a big pot of boiling water. You can throw your lobsters right in there and eat with us. And those of us that don't have any lobsters will be bummed. Yeah, you can be sober and tell me how bitching you are, Matt. That's great. I want to hear about it. But everybody, you want to, if you can't make it any other day, and Renee and Erica and Lisa and all the family members, if you can only come one day, please come on Saturday to spend the afternoon with Kelly and I. And we really appreciate all of you. And if you guys want to get your tickets right here, right now, online, there's the QR code. You can pick up your tickets right now. Everybody that's watching the show, you should be there on Saturday. Now, if you're going to come another day or two, Thursday would be the day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's like Disneyland, gang. It is massively packed. Thursday, it's going to be packed, but it'll probably be the least packed of the 4-day event. So if you show up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, make sure you're there on Saturday. You're going to really appreciate hanging out with the family, your Saltwater Guide family, hanging out, telling stories. It's going to be a wonderful event. We really, really are excited to have all of you again this year and be a part of. I am super excited. Good, Erica. lots of people love your videos, and I'm glad you're going to be there with us. So make sure you're there on Saturday. If you can't be there any other day, but if you can, show up a couple of days, because I'm telling you, you can't see everything at the show in one day. It's just impossible. And besides, you're going to want to be hanging out with us in our booth, having fun, making fun of me when I'm up on stage and all that stuff. And, well, Renee, you'll be able to get out of there, come over to the party afterwards on Saturday. I know that for a fact. And Brian should be at the party. But, yeah, we're super excited. Everybody come to the show, come to the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, and be a part of it. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And I'm super excited. Kelly Girl and I, we look forward to this event every year. We kind of wrap our lives around the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. This gives Kelly a chance to come up into Southern California and see all the stuff at Sephora and Ross and all the places she hasn't got to shop at. She usually spends a day going out shopping, and then she just loves to be there on Saturday and Sunday talking to all of you and meeting you and hanging out with you. And it's going to be great, gang. If you haven't been there yet, you want to come to the PCS show, the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show at the Orange County Fairgrounds. Here, I'm going to put the banner up here. And then this year, Bill's doing something super exciting. He's doing the show in Del Mar this year for the first time ever. It's going to be in Del Mar on the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. I will be there. Al will be there. Justin will be there at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. But we've been a part of this show since the very, very beginning. So I'm super excited about it. And I'm glad that Bill's extended it now, and we get to touch all of our members in San Diego that don't like to drive up into Orange County. So we're going to be there. I don't know how the booth is going to turn out there. We're going to be there. We're going to have a booth. I'm not sure where it's going to be in Del Mar, but I know in Orange County it's going to be back by the tent, or it's going to be back in the tent again this year. And I'll just tell you, all the people that are in the tent are super excited that they're in the tent again this year. Bill's told me, because of the fact that we draw so many people into that tent that just want to come and see me. A lot of people just want to come see what the train wreck's going to do this year. How's the train going to crash this year? What's going to happen? What kind of stuff's he going to say up on stage? Who's he going to offend? Because you know me, I'm always offending somebody, and you never know who I'm going to offend. So just for that reason alone, you want to show up to the show. I speak every single day. Justin will be speaking. Al will be speaking. On Saturday, we're going to do our kids seminar again. So make sure you bring your children too, because, gang, as you know, we don't ever say any bad words when we're on the stage, and we have tons of free stuff that we give away to the children. And Rylan and Fisher, Sonny's son, they'll be there, and they'll be giving away lots of stuff for the kids. My sister will pack up all those kids' club stuff, backpacks and shirts and all kinds of stuff for the kids. We will have plenty for the kids there, so it won't be boring. Plus, Jay Brewer's there with Prehistoric Pets. If your kids haven't held a snake yet, you want to go check out Jay Brewer, Prehistoric Pets. And then also, you want to check out the trout pond. Kids fish for free in the trout pond. It's just an absolute spectacular event. I am super excited that we're going to be a part of this thing again this year. Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show at the Orange County Fairgrounds. And gang, I'm going to wrap this thing up. If you guys don't have any more questions for me, We got about 5 minutes left, and I'll be more than happy to answer any question you have. Anything you're sitting there listening and you're thinking, oh my God, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, we need this, we need that. I'm right here, gang. I want to answer your questions. And yes, Jeff, Bill has done such an unbelievable job with the PCS show going on since the very beginning. In the very, very beginning, it was a little tiny show centered around the speakers. Now it's a ginormous show centered around the speakers. He's got 3 stages going 24, going the whole time that the show's going on. There's speakers for every kind of fishing you want to do, every kind of fish you can think of. There are speakers there talking about it. There is nothing that Bill leaves untouched. He's touching all the things that are touching. Anthony, my God, I know most people, younger kids today, they don't understand who Steve Lasley and Anthony Shea is, but when those guys were speaking, that was incredible. Or you had the pilot, like we all said, never ever spoke at a show before. He was at the show 2 years in a row. Air Pelikia speaking at the show. Unbelievable. And it was a who's who of fishermen sitting in the seats. Unbelievable. The guys that knew, they were right there in the seat, sitting there listening to Carl's stories. It's absolute incredible time to be going to a trade show. So come and see us at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show and get your tickets right here online right now to make sure that you don't miss out on it. Check it out. Bad Company. Live music, barbecue. There's so much good food and there's so much to do there. Oh, are you coming down here, Dave Hill? Absolute right now. We just had a cold spell for the first time. It was 40 degrees in San Jose del Cabo yesterday morning. It's back to being warm again today. It's probably 65, 70 degrees here. But the fishing is just absolutely insane, Dave Hill. So if you're coming down here, let me know. I'll arrange a trip for me and you to go fishing on. We'll go see if we can get some rooster fish or something. Just give me a call. Let me know. I'll get you, me and you will go fishing. Let me know. Cubby Paul, good. I know you're coming to the show. You'll hang out in my booth and kick back with us. We have a big chair for you just to kick back and hang out. And anybody else got anything? Oh my gosh. Yes, we're going to have the mullet contest again this year. I haven't even told anybody about it, but yes, Renee, the mullet contest is in full effect. I've been growing mine out for an awful long time. It's going to be flowing there at the show. I don't win any prizes, but the rest of you, Renee, Matt Ryan, Al, guys that can qualify for the mullet contest, be there, be early, and let me know. Let me know. I'll be there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, Tiffany's going to be with us and her dad, David, and she's talking about the show. She's talking about the other show. She's talking about the rod, Your Saltwater Guide. Plenty of pre-orders already being made. So let's get together and let's have this. Absolutely. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for a great day. I had a really good time with you today. Thank you. I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. And I will see you tomorrow with Tiffany Vague and Dave Bacon. Adios. Oh, and Daniel Rubin. Don't forget Daniel. All right.